everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. So last stream we looked at frogs. We made a frog light farm. Cool. I did put out that video today showcasing the frog light farm. Before that, we looked at farm everything document. So today we're going to work on prepping for the video where we're going to be doing Tileable bonemeal farm. I've showed this farm back when Moss came out, bonemeal, but I didn't really do a tutorial on it. That's what I'd like to do for upcoming video. Let's get the info command up to date. Tileable bonemeal farm using my moss block farm prep for coming tutorial vid. Okay. Welcome everybody. For some reason my throat seems like a little bit sore. Yeah. Got some candy here. Well, some vitamin. You know, my throat seems kind of like dry for some reason. Maybe it's what I ate for dinner, maybe. Welcome in. We got Abjure here. We also got Not, first time viewer. Cepha's here. Got Quicks. Cabin saying hello, another first time viewer. Got Doom himself. Oh, I got a question for you, Doom. Do you know how to run servers and stuff? Maybe I'll let you have access to running the sub server. Not too difficult. Yes, a moss farm there, Dark. Hackercraft saying hello. We also got MDJ. Got Internal here saying hello. As well as Avio. SZN is in the chat. We also got Max, another first time viewer. While I set up the stream, you guys can check my other social links. Oh, is the bot fully not working right now? Okay. Every once in a while, the bot just decides to die. It'll take me a couple minutes to get this updated. I got Worsen in the chat saying hello. AG's here. Rops, another first time viewer. Omar's in the chat saying hey. Log in. Okay. Okay, bot should be starting up soon. Somebody, let's see, let's try it again. There we go. Okay. Now it's working. Cool. Hope you guys all had amazing Christmas vacation. As well as Happy New Year. Okay. So, Tileable, bone, meal, farm, tutorial, prep. Did on my YouTube once done. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna send out announcements on my YouTube. People that have the bell notification turned on over there also had to be subbed. How many of you guys, can we do a poll? Maybe Doom can do a poll asking how many people have watched my new video that I just put out today. Released a video today about the auto frog-light farm, one we designed Wednesday. If you haven't seen it already, it's a pretty sweet farm. Okay. And also send announcements on the community page. And on my Twitter. We get really close to 5,000 followers on Twitter, so if you haven't already, go ahead and join my Twitter. Oh, let's see if I can spell it right. Link is there in the chat. And I do send announcements of new videos as well as streams on my Discord. Okay. Stream is up and going. The poll is out. Have you seen the new video that I put out today? If you haven't already, like I said, it's up on my YouTube channel. Check it out. I think we're ready to go. My foot controller decided it didn't think it was hooked up to my computer. We'll have to... Actually, wait, can I? Maybe I can fix it. No. Okay. No foot controller. I thought I had it right here hooked to my... Oh, yeah. Oh, that is weird. Okay. For some reason, my foot controller thinks it's not hooked up. Oh, it's processing right now. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I have this like little hub because I have so many USBs hooked to my computer. I have like a little extension thing that can carry more. And it's much easier to reach that and unplug it or replug it in than going behind my computer. Okay. I guess we do got my foot controller today. What does tileable means? It means that you can repeat the farm right beside each other. So this side is actually just one design that is repeated over and over and over again. You can probably see that. So this first part here is one piece. And then this is just the same thing over and over and over again. So what I want to do is a tutorial on how to build just one of these and then show people how it can be repeated on and on and on and on. So the first thing, the first one has a clock. This is a clock. A little bit crammed in here. It's pretty simple once you get the pattern down. Hey, breakpoint, how goes it? So do I want to put the original here or do I want to... Oh, I might as well grab the original and put it here too. Actually, no, probably not. Take a look at the original. I think my original over here. Where is it? Or a little further. The original, I'm pretty sure I piped it. Yeah, I piped the items up the backside. Where the other one I pipe it in the front. So I think my updated version's better. Yeah. Okay. Let's not use that one. It works, but I think this one's just a little bit nicer. Maybe, you know, it's unlikely for someone just to build one. Maybe I'll just do a tutorial on two of them beside each other. That way you can see the beginning and you can see the end. And they're right beside each other. Because it's unlikely for someone to do to just do one. It's not much difficult. Like once you do one of these, the second one there's not like, you know, you don't hardly see any redstone even showing. There's a little bit of redstone here and a redstone line here and there. Of course they all each have their own pistons. Breakpoint says I finally did it. You get opt on the testing server. Mods, I believe it says you ask to opt me manually. Yeah, did you get opt? That's good to hear. How much does one module produce? So I designed this one to be kind of slow and steady. And if you're wondering how much it produces, I guess I could put the video in the info command. I forgot to do that. It's let me find that for you. Put the video in the info command, info test command. Single version. Okay, it's added. So it wants to do the exclamation mark info test command. I don't know why my throat's kind of like, I don't know, kind of dry. I think it might have been some food I ate. Eat some noodles, some corn, some hamburger. Maybe like the starch or something. Okay. So, I wonder, can I clone this easily, or is it gonna be problematic? I want to take this piece and the end piece. Yeah, probably want to take both pieces. Either clone it, or if we can use amulet. Let's use amulet. I think it'd be a little easier seeing what's going on. Amulet. That'd be those chips. Those aren't actually chips. That was the packaging for lozenger. Currently, I have a lozenger. Hopefully that helps my throat. What do you guys all think about the frog light, as well as the frog light auto farm videos out on my YouTube channel? Getting back to the chips, I do try to avoid eating anything salty. I really just can't take salty food. Breakpoint says the frog light seems useful for building, but not so useful for redstone. That's true. I always think, like, when I'm designing a farm, I'm always thinking like the farm itself isn't that useful, right? Unless you have a use for the items that it produces. Um, you know, having a farm isn't too useful. But when I design my farms, I'm always thinking like, someone's gonna, you know, get this amount of items and then they're going to do something with it, right? It's really hard to tell where it actually ends. Okay. Yeah, so I typically design my farm thinking that somebody's going to use it to build something else. Let's go ahead and copy this and we'll paste it. I'll paste it right here. Give us plenty of room to work with. See, people always like crowd their builds and stuff. There's not a real reason to do that. So now we need to grab the end piece. End piece, let's see. How should we do this? Should we take the top one or the bottom one? Let's take the bottom one. Okay, so we need to take it from here. Oh, wait. Bottom one's going to collide with this stuff. I'm glad to see that you can have infinitely generated light sources. That's true. I mean, most things, I think most light sources, right? I made a torch light farm using Ender Dragon. You do have to typically craft torches. Glowstone you typically have to craft 2. The what is it called? The mushroom light? No, shroom light. Room light is one of the exceptions where you can farm it up without needing to craft. Did I get this whole thing in here? I think I might have. Let's copy that. What are light sources? I mean, there's tons of light sources. There's torches, or I guess soul torches, campfire. That's why a dragon-powered torch farm is so useless. I designed 2 dragon-powered torch farms. Over the years. Kind of. Oh. Oh. Okay. Accidentally pushed a button, made my guy move really fast. Oh my goodness. How do I think I need a scroll to. Right? Okay. Controls are a little bit strange here. Why is it so fast still? Oh my goodness. Shoot. I forget. I did something. I think it's a scrolly, right? Is down faster? Okay, let's just say this before I mess up. Oh, it's my foot controller. Oh my goodness, I'm really hopping all over the place. Okay, let's just get out of here. That's a problem, you got too much stuff going on. Accidentally push buttons without knowing. Frog lights will be early game? I don't know. Oh, didn't I paste the other piece in? Aw, for real? Oh, here it is. It's still here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh yeah, I did paste it in because I didn't get it lined up right. Now my guy's moving really slow. Okay. Hold down this button. Try and move it with my controller, and then accidentally moving it with my feet. Well, that looks lined up. Something don't look right here. There's glass here, is there no? Oh, there's glass. I just yeah. Okay. I think that's good. Let's confirm that. Save it. Leave it. Yeah, hop back in. GG, thanks so much for hosting, getting those easy rate points. You guys don't know if you have, if you just host on your channel, great way to show support. Also sharing about the stream. Okay, so we built it over here. Oh, look at that. We got a little mini one, guys. Raise works. There is an invincibility exploit that exists in vanilla. Yes. Hey, Duper Trooper. Are you the one that does YouTube? Love the in-world compass HUD. Is that accessible? Oh no, that was a different. That was called Amulet. It's a program called Amulet. What do I need to do? Update this. Okay. Okay, so don't need that. Is this the bone meal farm? Yeah, this is my bone meal farm that I made back for 1.17. But I never did a tutorial on how to build it up, and I didn't really show the tileable version. I mean, I showed the tileable version, but I didn't show how to build it, pretty much. It's expandable. Yeah, that's what it means by tileable. A updated design. What I'm doing is I'm making the design. I'm making like a little example of the design so that when I do a tutorial video on it, I don't show how to build this entire thing up. I'm just going to show how to build the first section and also last section, and all the sections in between are the same. Yeah, much. Last section is pretty much like all the middle sections. If you put a wall on the end of it. So that's... You didn't know what tileable meant? Okay. I guess expandable is another word for it. Let's put in a chest. Looks good. Am I missing anything? A banner here. Let's take a look at the over here. Sometimes you have other people do block by block tutorials of your more complex farms. I would love to do some for you. Oh, really? If you'd like to do a tutorial, just let me know on Discord. I've been trying to get better at doing tutorials myself. Trying to do videos where like I kind of like explain the farm and do a tutorial at the same time. It's kind of tough because a tutorial only video on my channel just doesn't do very well. And one where I just explain stuff doesn't do very well. So what are we looking at again? Oh yeah, we're looking at the difference between the middle one and the end one. Oh, the end one don't have the redstone that goes to the end. Okay. Water goes all the way through, the redstone just doesn't go through. Diggly says, I just used your world download and build this recently. Was just a lot of looking back and forth between Minecraft instances. Okay, so you had two Minecrafts running, that you're saying? Yeah, that's typically how I would expect people to do tutorials, or how people would build my farms. But people like the block by block one. So if the farm isn't too big, like this one's not too big or too complicated, then I don't mind doing a block by block one. Okay, let's turn it on and see if we miss any pieces. We don't need that. On off switch is here. Goes to small clock. It sends a pulse, which pulse these pistons. And they push stone upwards. Then it pulses these pistons. And they push forward. Might as well not even put this block here, it just confuses people. Or just to save on redstone. In between each section, I just put a repeater so that you can continue the power all along. So there's repeaters all along here. If we wanted to, we could put the repeater here too. Yeah, how about we do that? That's easy for people to remember. Like, repeater goes there, and then this just goes redstone all the way across. Just try to keep, even though it's not the most efficient way to do redstone, keeping it consistent will make it really easy for people to build this. Generally, watch and pause the video while I'm building survival. Okay. I guess if one of the stream mods want to do a poll asking how many people use a block by block tutorial versus, or people use block by block, or do they just use the video, the world download? So these pistons are pulsing. See what I got going on. So right here is just a counter. The counter counts, I think, to 8. Is that what it is? I can't remember. Every 8 times, I believe, it bone meals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. 8's not the most efficient counting. But like I said, I try to keep stuff simple, consistent. That's what also, it makes the farm a little bit slow, because it's just pushing the stone from one direction. Dex Master! Coming in with 2 months worth of sub. Thanks so much for subbing over here at Twitch. Tier 1. Really appreciate that, Dex. You get access to tons of goodies, because I want to do exclamation mark sub in the chat. There's a document covering everything you get as a reward for being a Twitch sub. Appreciate the support. You get access to like the sub server, raise grid, the emotes, the badges, which you can use on whatever Discord you want. There's also special perks on my Discord. Make sure to go over there, link that all up. There's a link in chat. Check that link out there, guys. See all the different things you get access. Welcome to the Gordy gang there, Dex. We got Zad in the chat. First time viewer. Make sure you use English. MDJ says that I normally use a tutorial, but I always use the world download if there's something I don't understand. That's a good good way of doing it. Okay, so there's a poll going on saying, do you use a tutorial or world download? See how that turns out. The farm looks like it's running. Doesn't matter if all the items don't get washed off. Does it get washed off the next time? Fall into the water streams. Water streams, I try to keep it cheap, so just one banner kind of holding it. You get kind of slow there, but there must be still water movement there. Hope I didn't break it by putting by throwing that in. Ah, there it is. But yeah, it looks like it gets past that. There's water source there, water source there. There's no water there. This pattern continues the whole way. I didn't do that patterns over here. Maybe I should. The water would be there. I mean, it looks kind of silly at the very end there like that. Hello, Disco Cat. Watch the tutorial at 2x speed to see if there is nothing located, oriented, specific, and then I grab a schematic and we'll download it. Okay. How did the poll turn out? I missed it. Abjur says I never use a world download. The stone generator sounds slow. Yeah, this is pretty much this is as fast as you can get the stone generator to go. With a single one with having 100% chance of not getting cobblestone, or having 100% chance of getting stone. So this one's unload safe, so you can unload this and it still won't break. I mean, if you want to make it faster, you could definitely put in more stone generators. Trying to keep it simple. Rather than putting in more stone generators, I'd rather have it so that it's just longer. Yeah, this is just a single one. Yeah, okay. You can see it in here, even if the ends get clogged with stone, it still can continue pushing. So it doesn't matter what shape the moss makes, it'll push it all the way across. So that looks good. The redstone here goes across. This little counting device is only used in the very first section, because it counts to 8. After 8, then it breaks off this grass block and then it bone meals it. And then it also does this. It also determines when the water flushes there or doesn't flush it. The bone meal used to get down here comes around the back side. Each one has its own composter. It's a little bit easier just to make them each one have its own composter rather than them all using the same composter, because that's why we don't have to use hoppers. We don't have to use tons of hoppers in between them. We can use just one hopper or 2 hoppers there. So all the items that come off are going down into this bubble column. They go up, got a top to it so it doesn't fall out. Using chests to line it. That's a wall to hold in the water. Continue the water. Oh, the water. Oh, yeah, the water isn't tileable. I think this water is really thin, right? Yeah. It'd be nice if the split between waters was right here in the center. That would be a little bit easier. Like right here, I try to put the split between waters right there. Could even put the water over here. It does seem a little bit silly, but it would make it tileable. Now, technically, this water is the same as this water here. Let's see if we can fix this water up here too. If the water started... Water either starts here or there. Water streams can be shorter than normal. Hey, great, welcome. Yeah, this first one, you know, the reason I did this is because if I put a block here, you can see it doesn't turn. The only reason the first one's like that is to get the water to go this direction. I want the water to start here or start here. Water starts in there, that means the block's there. I'd have to move this water back or something. It's not a big deal, I guess. I can move this. How did that reach? Oh, okay, yeah, that can happen. It should fix itself though. That's when a azalea tree grows right underneath of it. Yeah, it fixed itself for that. Okay, so let's see if we can get this right. Let's start backwards. Let's say the water source starts here. Water starts, should start there. Or maybe I should start one over. This is like a new section. So now we need to work backwards. The water is, or the slab is on the division between it. So slab would be here. That means water would be here. Ice would be there. We have to do something now with this. How far can this water go? Oh, that's as far as it goes. Okay. Okay, so that's why I stuck the water. I stuck this here because this water's maxed out. Technically, these items can slide 2 blocks. They should be able to slide 2 blocks to get to the water. If we move this whole water tank to the right by 1. Heard zombies can't cross azalea bushes. Yeah, I did a video showcasing that. No mobs can really pathfind through it. And we should be able, if I move it over one, then we should have the water turn that way. It should be just fine. Okay. Positive, positive. I'll just clone it. Go from there to there. And we'll put the new clone right here. Oh, we need to replace or oh, of course. Now does mean a little bit further out, but that does keep it consistent. Is nice. That looks good. Don't need that. Need that. That's good. How much moss will this farm make an hour? You can check the video in the info command. The infotest command. Have you, you can move it to the left and a gate. I moved it this way, and I guess you could also put a gate here. I think it don't matter how slow stuff comes across, it should make it all the way to the end. Now it's very much tileable. Like you can ignore this piece in the end. And this is like one section. Or, oh yeah, we can fix this too. Yep, and that go all the way to the end like that. Awesome. This is outside of it. So I might need to put a stair there. Or I could put a wall. That. Nice. This is a bone meal farm. So it supplies itself its own bone meal. It does take a little while to fill up this initially. I wonder if you could probably block these slots out if you wanted to. Right? Right. So, I think you can block these slots. It would never go into the composter. It should never break as long as some moss comes through. But if it does, if you have several of these in a row, like we do over here, I think the very last ones end up using other add filter items. Let's check out this one. Okay, so they're all, I just wonder if they all actually are using moss. I guess they are moss. I guess you could do that. I was thinking like at the very end, if all the other hoppers stole all the moss, the very last one wouldn't get moss. But I guess eventually it would get moss. Or no, it just fill it with something else. That's what it would do, yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's put filters in here. Now that should save on a few items. You can occupy those areas there. like so. Looking much better. Everything here is tileable. All this redstone comes to the edge. This redstone comes to edge. Hey Zool. Water stream is still open for too long. Is it? This one starts on the border. This one could end on the border. But the end is different on this one. Starts on the border, right? That one starts on the border. This one. That's good. This one is a little bit long, but I just did this one long on purpose just to make it consistent with this one. Did I put a middle section to it? Or could this act? I think this can act just like a middle section. It's exactly the same as the middle section until you get to this part here. From here to here is like a middle section. I don't think I need to change anything about it. Redstone is in the middle, so one near bonemeal. Yeah, both these waters are longer than what they need to be, but I try to keep it consistent. Flush all the items. The bonemeal clock can be a bit faster. It can, but it's a lot easier to make a counter that counts to 8 than it is to make one that counts to 7 or 6. So I'm just using one that counts to 8. It means you get a little bit more, a little bit more payback, payout for the amount of time you put in. Best used for bone meal. Bone meal is for bone blocks. There is an option to change this. I'm trying to think. So this is a count to 8. I know in my video I talked about, I think you can pretty easily set it to count to 4, which is just half. Let's check it out over here. So this is other design. Well, pretty much the same one. I think I just removed one of these pistons and it's a count of 4. I don't know, is there an easy way to make a count of 6? I think 7 is the maximum it can be. 7 would be decent. If you went for 6, you would lose out a little bit of moss, but not much because it'd just be the very last row. Would you have another stone generator on the other side? Yes, you could. I just try to keep it simple. If you have another stone generator, you can imagine all this redstone wiring you see would just be doubled. And like people like to keep stuff simple. So just by having one, it's pretty much as simple as you can get. Just add separate counters of 2, so 4 plus 2. Yeah, it gets kind of complicated. So typically when I make odd counters, I use hoppers in a circle and just lock them all and then unlock them or put them on a clock. I'm trying to think of the last farm I used that in. I use it in my copper farm, my copper converter farm. Um, let's see. Let's first see if we can make this a 4. I think all I have to do is hook that one up with this one here. I think this will be a 4 count now. Let's see. How does the 8 counter work? It's just, they're just binary. Each of these are like binary. They're T flip-flops. So they're washed. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it misses out on these last 3 rows. Because ideally would be 7, and we're only doing 4, so it leaves 3 behind. So this is the count of 4. 4, I would not recommend 4. Yeah, just 4 is just not very good. This is 8. 6, I think 6 would be pretty good. To do 6, what I'd probably do is this redstone, it flickers every so often. So let's see, let's just bring it over here. So I just put 6 hoppers in a circle. And I'd lock them all. Then I'd run the redstone over here. I have to invert it. A little bit longer. And I'll just put one item in there. Every time it flickers, it should just move one spot. So now it's there. Now it's there. There. And then, if you want to get 6, you would just... you'd read the output. So every time it reached the end, that would be number 6. And then on the sixth one, I guess you power something. There, so now you can see it's powered. So you could do that. That's a count of 6. Hey, Blue, Pinky, or Picky. Additional parallel 2 counter. Do you think have a 2 counter and a 4 counter, and then when they line up, it does something? I think it's kind of complicated because it's hard to reset those. This would probably be the simplest 6 counter. You can also make this 7 counter by making one hopper that's not powered. And then I guess what you do is... Oh, it just hooks us directly to a piston. Panic Jack coming in with 4 months.
Minecraft marvel. Thank you for always keeping things moving forward and always trying to find better and more efficient ways to make things work. Your videos have educated countless people.
Hey, thank you so much, Panic Jack, for coming in with the Prime and those lovely words. I really appreciate all your guys' support, which lets me put all this time into doing this. Pretty crazy. I think I've been doing this for over 12 years and I haven't got tired of it yet. Yeah, Jack coming in with the Prime. If you guys don't know, if you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, or if you know someone that does have it, make sure they use it up each and every month. It has to be done manually. But if you do so, you get a bunch of cool rewards. If you're a sub of mine, do exclamation mark sub to check those out. And it's like giving away free money. So Jack essentially got all these cool rewards for free. And also be able to support me. Thanks so much, Jack, for using your Prime. Zol says, Jack is Pog. Indeed. 4 months sub. You can use those new emotes too. Yeah, I don't know this counter. I don't know if I want to show it. I mean, they could make a clone of this, and we'll throw the counter in the clone of it. If somebody wants to, they can use a 6 counter. I wonder. That block here. Going from there all the way to the opposite side. And let's put the clone. Can we put the clone right in front of it? Maybe right. Well, let's put it over here so we don't really need to get too packed in there. How well did it do? That's good. Okay, so this will be the design with the clock in it. So let's just throw the clock in and see what happens. What I need to do is I need to get that power. I need to figure out where I want to put the clock. So let's work backwards. I think the clock should work here. If we put a comparator here. We'll put the clock here. Let's see if it fits in. Windy, windy, windy. Oh, I can hear the wind. Sounds very windy. Okay, we'll do that. We don't need this. This is just to reroute the redstone, so we don't need that either. Now we just need to get this redstone up here. Probably to use labs. Hey, off season. Welcome to the chat. Okay. I don't know how strong the signal will be. So we need to get up here. We need to then have it go into a repeater, then a redstone torch. Actually we could have this actually faced this direction. That will work okay. If you flush to one side, it's not really easy tileable. At that point, a lot more complicated. Oh, you're talking about if you have a cobble gen on both sides, then you have to wash this direction. Now this definitely, not only this is simple for a single design, but also tileable. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. We need to have the torch. Torch can be anywhere over here. Eh, it can even be over here. That's fine. Need a repeater going into that torch. That'd be right here. And then we just need to get power up to here now. It doesn't quite work out. Let's see, if we move this over a little bit, it should work out. Do this. That's gonna line up. Okay. I'll put our one item in there. What happens when this gets powered? Okay, so that turns off. Now it's gonna stay. Oh, maybe we want to inverse that. Okay, does that. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So let's see, if that actually counts to 6, I should go next time now? Now I should go? Let's see. Is it actually going 6? One, 2, 3, 4. I guess it is going 6. Huh. Six don't really seem much different than 8. Like very rarely would you get a 7. 7 would be like a little bit extra moss left behind. Why piston pushing after such long delay? It doesn't really matter when they push. The reason we have to have a lot of delay for the cobble, for the stone generator, because during unloading it's possible to get cobblestone in the system, which would pretty much break it. Well, this design is unload save. Should be, at least. Tested it for a while, I never had problems with it. Hey Maiha, how's your day? Pretty interesting. Came out the new video on my YouTube channel today about the new frog light farm. That farm the automatic farm we designed on Wednesday. That video is out on my YouTube channel if you guys haven't already seen it. So check it out. Share it with your friends and family. Yeah, 6 don't seem bad at all. Maybe maybe I'll do a tutorial on the 6th one because it's like very rarely are you actually missing out on any moss blocks. That's number 6 right there. Yeah. Well, this is 7, I think. I think some of these are 7. Let's see. They might leave a strip of moss in some of these. Oh yeah, you could also switch out the obsidian with something else. I think it might leave a layer. Yeah, it's only left 1 moss block. That's not bad at all. That's a count of 6. Trying to see if I could compact some of this redstone down a little bit. Oh, okay. I think this will work. Yeah, just move some stuff around a little bit. Guess we need now to go down. And now we need to go over maybe a little bit less items. Remove this. This is just our example. Looks good, says Maiha. Thanks. I think maybe I'll do a tutorial on this one. Just because 6 is more efficient, you just, I mean, what is it, like 20% more efficient? Pretty good. Anything else I'd change about this? Really? Does cost a few hoppers, but not too bad. A few iron for all the pistons too. Oh, it's increased by 1/4? That's true, I guess, yeah. Oh, that would make it nicer. I guess the next thing we'll do is I'll probably test this to see how much it produces per hour. This is a double module, and I can cut it in half for a single module. Thing is, like, people that have this by a farm, if you have this by like, if you have it by a farm that's constantly using it, it's going to need a lot. You need a lot of the tileable ones. But I built it in such a way that it's should be really easy to make tileable. But if you're just building in spawn chunks and it's constantly running all the time, then even having just a single one is going to add up to a lot of bone meal over time, especially on a server. I'm gonna grab some more water. I'll be right back. Put that up. You're back. I'm back. Microphone working? Grab some more water. I don't know, why do my throat's still a little bit kind of dry. Let me write some of the stuff in my notes. Okay, so we have a 6 counter, 6 furs, 8 counter. Is 1/4 faster. Remember to put in the filters. Second section is tileable. It's reload, unloading safe, unloading safe. That's done with a lower stone generator. Tileable, everything that's tileable is on the border. The build is large as render distance. Actually, wait. Yeah, build large render distance. Works 24/7 on servers. Server spawn chunks. And also runs in single player spawn if overworld loaded. Rates per hour, I'm not too sure yet. I'll test that afterwards. Talk about the Azalea. That is, the Azalea spawns near the water. It makes the water flow. It gets fixed later. What else? Also made it simple to tile. It doesn't use very much redstone, so it's minimal redstone. Don't you clear the moss block top? It's being cleared by a piston, I think. If you watch, it does it pretty fast. Piston clears off the top of that little moss, and then it bone meals it again. Pretty fast. This has to do with, because dispensers take a little bit of time to actually dispense. There's enough time for the piston to go off. I don't think it's tileable. What else? Oh yeah, we use chest to line. It's cheap. You can use other things. Lava. I think lava's at the maximum. Yeah, lava's at maximum. There's only one lava source for each of these. Keeps it relatively cheap. There's also just one counter for everything. There's also just one clock for the whole thing. Trapdoors are cheap. Anything you can use besides trapdoors? Yeah, trapdoors are cheap. Also the 6 counter only loses out on 7. That's 7 wide. There's really not that much to this whole thing. I'm just trying to think. The video shouldn't be too long. Typically I try to keep my videos around the 8 to 10 minutes. That's what YouTube likes. Anything shorter doesn't do so well. Oh yeah, there's stuff inside this compost. There's no blocks underneath because items don't actually glitch out downwards. They actually glitch up. They actually get squished. They go upwards. Yeah, cool. So you can actually save on there. This farm is a raising. Don't do it. Plus pun. I think plus pun will give you +1 to the pun under. CJ said you can have water on the side. I guess water flows every 5 game ticks, 1 module, 6 blocks long, 2 stairs on both sides, and ensure that you get water reliably. It doesn't matter. The water doesn't matter. Even if the items don't get washed off the first time, they get washed off the second time. I really don't care about that. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect washing and stuff like that, because that's not what makes the farm faster. The only thing that makes the farm faster is if I have more stone generators. That's the only thing that would help the farm be faster. But rather than putting in more stone generators, I'd rather just make it longer, because it's less complicated. Very easy to tile. You need to shut down this farm? No, this farm you can unload. It's safe to unload because I use a slower stone generator. That's why, notice how the lava has to go 2 blocks instead of just 1? That's what makes it slow, but you don't have to worry about breaking. If you bring the lava 2 blocks up, you can make it wider. Put the lava up. I have to bring the water up too then. Bring the lava 2 blocks up and you can make it wider with 1 block below. Why do I make it wider? So, trying to think, what actually makes it... Oh, so it's all limited on the width of the bone meal. So there's no reason to go in wider because the bone meal, the mossing area is only 7 blocks wide. So this is as wide as you need to go. Anything wider is useless. Oh, the split? See, I did try to make a way to split it, but because these 2 redstone would be touching, you would have to come in with some really weird redstone device in order to continue the redstone signal. It's a lot easier just to put in the repeaters all at this very spot, and the water is all this spot. So it makes it really easy to understand. Yeah, I mean, you could do it. You'd have to stagger it and some other weird stuff, but it's mostly because the redstone touches. Or for the water, you don't have to have stairs behind each block. No, I can't have the water on the ends. The water has to be by every single one, because if there's a block here, then if there's one block clogging the system, then it's not going to reach. That makes sense. I guess maybe this one. Well, yeah, you can see this block here. See how this block sits here? I've tried that. I've tried putting water on both ends. You'll get these blocks sitting here. Yeah, I guess it really doesn't show up in this one. Maybe probably shows up in this one. At some point it fills in with blocks and then the water won't go to the middle ones. Maybe just up here, that's the problem. I guess the water is slow enough, it should be able to reach it. But you definitely can't have the pistons behind it. Because I've tried that. Because then essentially you'll be working at this Y level. You can see there's blocks sitting here at this Y level. Like this block in the end would prevent water from going through. So it might be possible to put water in this end. And definitely know you can't do it this level. Matt says, "Hi Ray, works. Love your videos. Thanks so much for joining the chat. Kind words. First time viewer. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, you haven't already hit the follow button. It's a little heart underneath of it. Go ahead and take the time to do that. It's a great way to show your support. And it helps us reach our goal. We're getting ever closer to 50,000 followers here on Twitch. Azalea is best for composters in the farm. I believe so. I believe it's a flower one, right? We could try the water thing. We have water both ends. Water has a... Water should have no problem reaching the ends. Will I get cobblestone? I could. I mean, there's probably a reason why I did this way. I tried a lot of different things in order to try to speed it up. So to get cobblestone, the lava would have to reach where the water did. I think the water is always going to reach. Especially if you have on both sides. But you'll get cobble if the lava reaches the bottom before the water. But I think in most cases the water should beat the lava. Because the lava has to travel 2 blocks rather than 1. Yeah, I can't do 1 block of lava, otherwise we'll get cobble. You see how this is all full of stone right here? The lava goes to go 1, and the second time it turns into stone, it instantly pushes it. Hey Rules, it says, finally caught you live. Love the content. Thank you so much for the time and effort into your spreadsheet. No problem. Thanks Rules for joining the stream. Let's try the water thing, because I think the water thing should work. It would be easier tutorial wise, is that even a word? To just put water here. Actually, I could just put it in the very center. Right? Because we're reaching 7. Should work. Okay, let's put the water in first and then we'll remove the other water. So we need to put water right there. I can't see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's water there. It is making water sources. Now we can fill this all in with glass, I think. Yeah, it looks like that would work. Looks like it's plenty of time. Then again, I don't know if that's unload safe. I guess if the water's like in a different chunk. That's one thing. You do want to build this inside of one chunk. I think I did that with this. Not this one, but this one's mostly one chunk. This way at least. This back and forth. See, if part of the water is in a different chunk and you unload it, is that gonna be a problem? I guess if you put water on both ends, it's not really possible for both waters to be in 2 different chunks, or to both be in different chunks. If I know how much it produces, watch the video in the title. Yeah, this is an unload safe moss farm. This is the one that I showed way back in 1.17. Just want to do a tutorial on it for you guys. Using water that way is unload safe. You beat me just saying it. Are you sure the water is unload safe? Because the water for this side is if we unload that water, this water's not going to flow. The lava is going to flow down. Yeah, I think I need it on both sides at least. That way it doesn't matter how we're unload it. No, it was unload safe before, Omar. We're just trying to compact it and make it unload safe. So, yeah, if we put water here, it should definitely be unload safe. Now it's not possible for either side water to get loaded. Okay, let's do that to this. I think that'll be a little easier to explain to people than doing the whole stair waterlogging thing. I don't have to cover that end up, but probably a good thing. Okay, let's fill this in with glass. Giggle says, what is a module is half in one chunk and half in another part of a load. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. With one water source, it's possible for the water source to be in the wrong chunk, but with two of them, it's not possible because the distance between them is always less than 16. Actually, wait, is it? It's actually not possible if you continue it. Yeah. I guess as long as it's on either side, it should be fine. In this example, it's kind of small, so it looks like there's a lot of water sources. Now you get the best of both worlds. Yeah. Now it's a lot easier for me to do the tutorial. I don't have to tell people to turn a bunch of stairs weird directions. That should be unload safe. We've got to make sure not to cut the wire. Should be a fun tutorial to do. Clock is down here. Anything else I need to change? a very simple farm, so it's not too much that goes wrong in the first place. Oh, we got quite a bit of bone meal. I just need to figure out the rates of this farm. And, oh yeah, I can put blocks on top of this to stop the checking for entities above it, but, oh yeah, we can also, I guess I can mention that. And also you can change out the obsidian with any non-movable. You just put like hoppers over hoppers. Obi. Let's use furnace. Also use crying. What do you guys typically use for non-movable blocks? You guys just use furnaces? You just have obsidian? You just use a crying obsidian from the card ring? Furnaces? Okay. Yeah. There are tile entities. Banners are tile entities, right? Oh. You also could use open gate. Don't use tile entities. We did put in our, yeah, we put our spacers in here. Filters. That looks good. Okay. I don't think we technically need that block. Remove this. I think we're ready to do a tutorial on it. Once I figure out the rates of it. Nice. I think that's gonna be really nice. I think people will enjoy that. Hard part is like I already did a video about the bone meal farm, so it's like trying to inform people about the new one is that's probably the toughest part. Just letting people know that there's a new one. Maybe I'll put it into the document, the new bone meal farm. Depends if it's for looks or not. Oh, if you use furnaces. You ever try playing create mod? No, I usually stick with vanilla survival. Mods really don't interest me. The infinite bone meal farm? Yeah, I'll probably put that in the title. Infinite bone meal farm. And then I'll also want to say it's tileable. Tileable or expandable? Expandable? Maybe expandable. And then I'll probably put the rates. Bonemeal sounds better than tileable? Okay. I don't think tileable is a real word. Google always tries to correct me when I type in tileable. I do try to like change blocks. Everywhere there's like a solid block, I try to make one type, and every time there's a slab, I try to use a different type of block so people can easily tell where I'm using slabs and where I'm not using slabs. Cool, so I'll just have to test this, see what it produces in 1 hour. How do you use copper blocks? I think I used them at the time because copper blocks just came out. So typically, if something comes out, then I try using that, like whatever new block is out. Looks pretty cool. We have been streaming for 2 hours. Let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Today's stream was pretty chill. See if we can get all you guys to stick around at least so we can raid as a big party. Oh, we got all sorts of, wow, there's tons of people playing Minecraft today. Up fans doing speed runs. People are doing hardcore. Speed runs. There's a lot of people playing Minecraft. We were doing the crate mod, hardcore, speed runs. RL craft. Wow, so many people streaming today. Who should we raid? Let's raid Joel. I'll raid him for a while. I think he's doing survival, just doing his Citadel. Gets some cool builds going on. Yeah. Let's raid Joel. Yeah, raid him for a long time. See if we get everybody join in this raid. So we're gonna be raiding, hopping over there really soon to raid him. Hello, Ryan Bananas. We're gonna be raiding Joel Duggan. He's currently got this really big project going on. He's making a Citadel in Minecraft. Pretty epic. He's also the podcaster. You guys might know him from there. Yeah, we're going to raid him. As always, when we do a raid, we're going to do this raided message. Copy that message you see in the chat. Highlight it. Control C. V. I guess I should turn on this. We're about ready to go raid. I thank you guys so much for all the support with the subs, the biddies, just chilling in chat. Everybody who hit the follow button over the stream. Next stream for me will be this Saturday, Sunday. Not sure what we'll do. But let's head over to Joel. Drop him a follow, show him some love. He's been a supporter of mine for a long time. Hope you guys enjoy this chill stream, kind of seeing how I get the farms going, ready for the videos.